guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nephilim here, also known as DD to other people. Here's my channel where I talk about speed paints, art, and anything art related, supplies, reviews, anything. Now today's video I will be doing a review on the Touch New 80 piece marker set. Now these are an alcohol-based markers, so they are like Copic markers, Prismacolor markers, and the Pro markers. So as you can see, I got the 80 piece set, and this 80 piece set also came with a fine liner and a gel pen, a white gel pen. Now this one says Touch New GG08 and has some either Chinese, Japanese, or Korean lettering. I'm not sure. But it should be Chinese because I got it from China. Anyways, this took about, let me see, about a month to get to my house. And I live in the US, out in the East Coast. And I ordered it from Amazon. It was an 80 piece set and it was only $56. A lot cheaper than getting 80 Copic markers, that's for sure. So as you can see, there's a lot of colors here. A lot. And I actually did a swatch series for you guys of these pens. Now, I used my mixed media Canson XL 7" by 10" sketchbook, so it's not marker paper, so it might look better on marker paper, but it still came out pretty good. And yeah, look at all these swatches I did, and I named them. And one important thing that I learned that I did not know from any of the reviews I've seen on YouTube is that the Touch New markers are refillable. You can buy the inks. I've seen them on Amazon because I searched it up, and you can buy them on Amazon. And actually, if you buy a refill for a Copic marker, it is $8 to $10. If you buy a refill for a Touch New marker, it is $5. And probably a little extra for shipping, but it's still cheaper than $8 to $10, while this one is $5 to $7. So this is the first 53 of the set. Now, I have a lot of pros and cons with these markers, but let's see. I guess I should start with the pros. In fact, no, I'll start with the cons, because everybody wants to know what's the bad things about the markers first before they get to buying them, and they'll skip through the videos, blah blah blah. Okay, so the bad thing is it says 80 pieces, meaning 80 markers, but I've counted all these markers and counted all my swatches, and I only have 79. So I'm missing one marker. I'm not really too uptight about it because it came with two other things, like the fine liner and the gel pen. So in itself is 81 pieces. So maybe they count for the fine liner as being another marker. Not sure how that works, but that was kind of a con I found because I was expecting at least 80 markers. I wasn't even expecting these two. I was more expecting on the markers. And another con that I have is the names of some of these don't match the color. And in fact, even the color on top of the cap matches the color inside, but it doesn't match the name. Like, if you see 56 mint green, well, this color, I don't know if you can see this color, this doesn't look like a mint green to me. In fact, my 48 yellow green, in fact, looks a little more mint green than that one does. And I even have this 47 grass green that looks a little more like mint green than the actual mint green itself. So some of the names don't really match up with the colors. Like, some of them are really wonky. Like, I have this pastel pink and it looks a little more neon pink. Same thing with my Vivid Pink. I mean, Vivid Pink is fine, but that looks more neon. My Pale Pink does match up, and most of the colors really match up with what they say. The yellow green somewhat matches. This pale blue looks a little more lavender to me than it does actually pale blue. But I don't know. I know I'm not colorblind, so it has to be either their mistake or maybe has hints of blue in it that I can't see. This actually looks like rose beige, so I'm not really too worried about that. Some colors were hard to read. Like, I think this one is 65 LCE blue. I don't know what it is. Really a nice color blue, though. I didn't really have too much complaints as in when they arrived, because they came pretty much all packed. Though I had some specks of, I don't know, let's see if I can find one. But some of them had like specks of what looked like black ink on them. Like you can see this one a little bit here. Black ink. I don't know, maybe from manufacturing, a marker blew up over there and they just tried to clean it and didn't do a very good job, or I don't know what. Another con would be that some of them weren't really covered right, so some of them are a little dried out. But then again, I'm not too worried about it since I did find out that they're refillable and you can't get the refills. So I'm not really too worried about dried out markers. I mean, one of the dried out ones was, I believe, a yellow, and yellow is not really one of my colors I use a lot unless it's hair. So that was fine for me. It wasn't that much of a big of a, oh my god, I gotta return them. The shipping actually came pretty decent. It was free shipping, standard shipping, of course, that's why it took so long. Because I'm not going to pay like $500 just for it to come the next day. Did that once with face paint. Never will do it again. It was horrible. But anyways, the shipping actually came a little bit earlier than I expected. This expected date or arrival time that they told me on Amazon was between August 10th to August 26th. So for me to get it on the first week of August, in fact, I got these, I believe, on Tuesday, so that was a big plus for me because I really was expecting these markers to come later on in the summer, and I was so glad that I got them super quick. Well, not super quick, but super quick for something to come from China. So that was I guess that's a pro. That's not really a con. So that was pretty good. I can't vouch for every shipping person. They might come exact time, might come later. But yeah, I got it in bulk. I wanted to get at least 160 set, but it wasn't available on Amazon. I'm sure they have it on other places like AliExpress. I know is a really good place to get these markers in, but they take extremely long. They take at least 3 months to 2 months long, and I was not waiting for them. And it was a little cheaper here than it was over there. So cheaper on Amazon than it was over there. So I didn't really wanted to do that. I noticed with this set that I got, it didn't tell me which set that I got. Usually like some of them will say like the fashion set or the I don't know, architecture set or the student set, but it has a lot of grays. And I was a little confused by the names because some grays look the same. Like I'll have a warm gray here and another warm gray over here, and I'm like, they look sort of different, but the names are different. Like these two right here. Like this is CG2 Cool Gray, and you can see it's a little lighter than my CG9 Cool Gray, which is darker. So I don't know what these numbers and letters are for, but I just write them down, which I think is a good idea to write them down. That way I can look for the ink refills when I need them. Oh, a big pro with these markers, a big one, and I mean big, is if you have the Copic air can system, whether it be this one, mine doesn't have an air compressed system, it's just a compressed air here with the top. These fit. Let me tell you, these fit very well on here. In fact, I did a test page the other day while I was doing the swatches, on it, and it works. It works. I'll do a little demo right now. Of one. Now, I tried it at first. I didn't think it was working because I used the yellow, but the yellow I had was drying out, plus it's yellow. You can't really see yellow very much. Now, although that means, yes, I still have to buy the cans for these, but the cans, the D60 cans aren't expensive. They're like $8 to $10 depending where you get them from. Now, let me see if I can find a dark color. I'll use 15 Germanium. I'm not sure. Okay, so like in the Copic sketch markers, you have to use the chiseled tip for the thing, and I usually point it down. That way the point can go towards where the little nozzle is, and you just gotta put it in, and you just see how it just goes in, and there you go. And then you can see that. That nice red. Look at that. It's awesome. I was so looking for markers that would fit besides the Copic sketch markers, because let me tell you, they're expensive and they're hard to find in my area. So to find out that these fit in here, that is a major pro. Now, I mean, I wouldn't use them all the time because this can make your marker dry out, but still, that is a major pro right there. Now, I'm still pretty new with markers. I've only had the skin tone set of the Copic sketch, and I've had the pastel color set for the Copic Chow, so I'm not really an expert on coloring it, but I did do a little blending, at least the ones I could find that match, a little blending swatches for you guys. With the grays, it worked very well. The green, it worked too, and so did the skin, because I used two different darker colors, and you can actually see that it blended pretty well. I still got to figure out which grays are which in order for me to figure out which would blend very well. So that's why these two are fails, because I didn't find the right one that was at least close enough to make it able to blend. Now, I will be doing a demo of these color pencils. Oops, silly me. These are not color pencils. I saw my color pencil, that's why I said color pencil. But these markers in just a bit. In fact, I will be doing that in the next video coming up, because this video is running pretty long and I don't want to bore you guys to death. Yes, so if you want to see a demo of these markers on a sketch that I've drawn, then please stay tuned, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I do a lot of reviews, tutorials, speed paints, art chats, and right now I'm doing a August daily sketch. And I also do unboxings. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you next time.